Good afternoon. My name is Wallace Walker. I live at 5716 Wynnefield Avenue, and I'd like to preface my comments by saying that I've lived on Wynnefield Avenue almost 50 years. I went to Gompers Elementary School. And I'm looking now at how this bus causes additional traffic in an already congested traffic situation. We have the St. Joe University has 2 buses that travel on Wynnefield Avenue, loading and unloading students, providing a shuttle service. The St. Joseph University also has a night school traffic, which parks on both sides of the street from approximately 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. The Gompers Elementary School has buses loading and unloading students twice a day, in the morning and in the afternoon. The bus travels at a requested speed of 15 miles per hour, which is good for safety reasons. They may not always adhere to those speed limits, but they try, which is good for safety. However, this also causes traffic to back up behind the buses. At peak rush hour times, cars become anxious and try to pass around the bus, causing hazardous conditions. The proposed bus route also endangers pedestrians along Wynnefield Avenue. Elementary school students from Gompers School are not used to this large bus riding down the street and are sometimes caught off guard when crossing the street, crossing between cars. We know they're supposed to go down to the crossing guard, and that's what we expect. But you know kids, you know they're with their parents, they try to take a little shortcut. And I've seen them actually, oh, there's a big bus coming down the street. Even adults are caught off guard. This was never traditionally a busy street. And I'm telling you this from somebody that played in that street. The SEPTA52, in my opinion, has also caused structural damage to the street and adjacent homes. On January 29, 2014, a 20-inch water main broke on Wynnefield Avenue. This water main stood solid for over 100 years. Now, you could argue that this was an aging infrastructure. I argue that this was an old, sturdy pipe that was not prepared to handle the weight or the vibrations caused by the bus. The water main break was devastating to the section of Wynnefield. We had water pouring all over the front lawns. Some of it went down to 57th Street and went almost 7 blocks. There was mud down there. It froze up. They actually had to have salt trucks out there to try and deter what was happening. Water Department issued letters to the residents apologizing for the inconvenience. Work crews were out there 24/7. Generators, lights, 24/7. Street was blocked off for almost 3 weeks. As soon as the street was repaired, the bus ran again. The street had to be repaired again and again and again. Check the work order records. The street had to be repaired at least 4 times, and it's still not level. So every time the bus goes down there, it hits basically like a speed bump. And that's also accelerating the vibrations. There have also been extensive street repairs in the 5400 block of Wynnefield Avenue from April through July. And there is still underground utility repairs going on now, PGW, in the 5400 block. These may be coincidences, but it just seems that it happened since this bus started running down the streets. Are these utility repairs coincidental or a direct result of the 52 bus? The bus that travels down Wynnefield Avenue almost every 20 minutes. More recently, on a personal note, I have noticed separation growing in my basement between the wall and the ceiling. The front wall facing Wynnefield Avenue is sinking, causing a space gap now almost 3 inches. I can fit my hand in the gap between the ceiling and the wall. This is a very unusual separation occurring within the last year. And I'm telling you this because I'm actually an independent contractor. I do home repairs for a living. So when I see these type of separations, I know what they're coming from. And having been there for almost 50 years, how could it be fine for 48 years and then the last 2 years it starts separating? I have also noticed a gap in the basement door. I can no longer close and lock the door. The frame is separated from the wall. Now I brought pictures that you can pass around and look. Now I know where this is all leading to, a regular route for the 52, with bus stops along Wynnefield Avenue. You're not saying it now, but that's what's going to happen. And that leads to transient traffic. Transient traffic is people that don't live there, they have no reason to be there. And transient traffic causes litter on the lawn, beer bottles, soda cans, McDonald's wrappers. I'm already getting this from the St. Joe students. So now, if this bus grows into this bus route and they actually have stops there, I know that this is going to accelerate. Vandalism and theft, destruction of property, break-ins and robberies. I'm just saying that this is a result of having a busy bus route on your street. This has been a very tranquil street, and I just see it coming. Thank you for your time, and I hope you consider these points that I've brought out.
Thank you. Thank you for